Hey you guys, it's me, Julia. I'm back again with another video. Yeah, already know. So, I haven't really came and talked to you guys in a while, or just even having like a real talk, if you know what I mean. But anytime I come and talk to y'all, it's real. You know, this is something that's just been on my heart, on my mind, and definitely a topic that's been popping up everywhere. I know my homegirl Beatrice, who here on YouTube, she touched on it. I was also having a conversation with one of my friends. He touched on it, and then just really thinking back to the past and really where everything started. So this is really just gonna be. I don't want to say why I transitioned, but let's just call it the truth of transitioning. I feel like nowadays it's just something that is looked at as a trend. You know, everybody's like on this bandwagon now where they're just like getting their moans and surgery and everything else like that. Only because I don't want to really say a trend. It could be looked at as trendy, or it could be looked at as like now that certain people have transitioned in the public eye, it's more visibility. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna definitely say it's more visible slash trendy because it depends on who you are, what you're doing it for, and whatever. So yeah, you guys, let's just talk about the truth about transitioning. I'm gonna this video is gonna have like two parts. The first part is I was having a conversation with my friend, and they made like a reference to, oh, like, I never transitioned because I'm too cute as a boy or something like that. Like, just to their experience. And I thought about that and I was just like, you know what? Like, this is, like, this shit ain't a choice. Like, I didn't choose, I always say, if you know me, I didn't choose to transition and chose me. So, to even be like, oh, I didn't do it because I would be cute as a boy versus a girl, that's really not why you transition. You know what I mean? Or even, oh, let me try to get guys or date certain men. Is that the reason? That's not really the reason why you transition. You really transition for you and what's in your heart, and to feel complete with yourself. You don't transition for nothing else besides that. So let me just first say that. Another thing I would say is, before you think about transitioning or before you want to, definitely do your research. Research. This life is not an easy one. I always say that to people. I always give you guys advice for if you are inboxing me or letting me know or even want to transition. I always say, look, it's not easy. Do your research. Look up as much stuff as you can about transitioning. Don't just go to the pretty girl pages and be like, I want to be like her, I want to look like her, I want to serve it like her. Don't, like, it's not about vanity, it's about like life. So don't get caught up in the whole I want to be pretty. That's not that's not really why you transition. The truth about transitioning, literally, I always say, and I always tell people, is I don't wish this on anybody. Like, I wouldn't even wish this on my worst enemy. It's definitely hard. It's really, 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 really extremely hard. It's not a game. This is not drags. This is not me dressing up. This is not me trying to present being somebody else for a day. This is not it. This is my skin. This is who I live as. This is my soul, my heart, my mind. Like, you're seeing it, who I present myself to be, So don't think about all of those things before you consider transitioning or wanting to, because at the end of the day, I always say, it's one thing to be gay. It's one thing to definitely be gay and be like, okay, it's cute. All right, go, bitch. But then it's another thing to be trans, because I feel like trans is something that people will hate you for. Something that people look down upon, and they make you look weak, or they view it as you being weak. You know what I mean? So think about that. That's another reason why trans bodies right now are so under attack, because we're looked at as the black sheep or the devil or trickery or whatever you want to even call it, and that just goes to say, from being out in public aspect, a family aspect, a dating aspect. You got to think about all of these things. You see what I'm saying? Not everybody's gonna want to date one of the girls because you're pretty. Not everybody's gonna want to be down because you look like fish and you got that something special. They're not always going to be that. So I'm just going to say, even in the dating aspect, like, it's not really what you're what you think it's gonna be. Even for the prettier girls, I don't give a fuck how pretty you are. I don't care how pretty you are. It's always gonna still be hard. Dating in general is just hard, period. No matter who you are, looking for the right one, you know, that's always gonna be a challenge, and that's always gonna be a journey in itself. But definitely trans, or if you have any other obstacles, I feel like when it comes to dating, it's just going to make it hard. If you have kids, if you were recently divorced, if you're trans, if you're a trans man, like, it's just certain things that just bring up variables when you're dating. So definitely keep that into consideration as well when it comes to time to, like, all right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make this decision, and I'm going to definitely transition, and I want to do this. This is a life-changing decision that I'm making, you know? I feel like a lot of girls get caught up in wanting to be the girls and makeup and the hair, and they like it, and all of that stuff is cute. It is cute, but at the end of the day, that you're not gonna be that every day. You're not gonna be glammed every day. Some of you are, some of you not. You know what I mean? And I feel like people sometimes, they just have a different. I feel like that's why we're not being taken as serious sometimes, because we see, and no shade, this is no shade, this is just me talking to you guys and being serious and being real, but no shade. It's like that moment where I get it. Even if this is something that you want to do, I get it and I understand it. I get 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 it. You know, it's something to definitely take your time in. Again, time. Take your time. Some people may look at me and be like, oh, she's so pretty, she's so this, she's so that. This shit took time. You know what I mean? I remember there was a point where I wouldn't even wear what I'm wearing now, you know, or even I would never wear a dress or a skirt or anything else like that, just because I knew my body wasn't where, it hasn't changed to the point where I would want to present a certain way. So I was like, you know what, let me wait a month or two or this. Think about your aesthetic and what you want to go for, what type of girl that you want to be, but still keep it authentic to who you are. Don't look at this person and feel like I want to do it, because I feel like sometimes girls, I'm transitioning, and then the next day it's blue eyeshadow, pink makeup. It's just like, girl, you're reversing effects that you want to do, or you are kind of not have people take you serious because now you're just walking around looking like a clown. You know what I mean? And it's not saying, again, like I said, I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to talk about anybody, but it's just like, you got to definitely think in your mind, this is what I want to do. How does the world perceive me? And I'm not saying care what anybody got to say or how anybody looks at you, because fuck that. Like, that's not why you're doing it. But just, again, you got to be mindful and conscious of the reaction that you're going to get if I'm outside with blonde hair, blue eyeshadow, red lip, fucking, like, you just got to be conscious of that and how you're going to be perceived. You see what I'm saying? Like, not everybody's going to be like, oh, I'm a bad bitch, I'm this, that, and the third. I didn't transition to be a bad bitch. That's not why I did it. That's not why I fucking took hormones and was on it. That's not why. And if it is why, then don't do it. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't, oh, I'm just going to be the baddest bitch. What? Okay, no. Like, transition is not going to be for you, because, again, this is not something that I could change. I can't take off my boobs. I can't fucking, you know, reverse certain effects that happened to me while I've been on hormones. So it's just not, again, like I said, I didn't choose this life, it chose me. So definitely keep all of these things in mind when it comes to transitioning and stuff like that. Don't look for attention or wanting guys, and don't, like, it's just, it kind of annoys me a little bit when I see people do that, and I see people, like, just have a certain mindset when it comes to this life, because it's just like, I don't want to live a gay lifestyle. That's not what I want to do. I just want to be Jalea, who Jalea is, and just live my life regular. And yes, I'm part of the LGBT, but it's just like, I don't live my life according to that. I'm not the yes bitch ma'am. I'm not none of that. And if you are, then more power to you. You know what I mean? I feel like definitely the whole LGBT community is definitely supportive. Is definitely, you know, something I'm a part of, whether I want to be or not. You know, that I'm not gonna say, oh, this is me and then this is everybody else. No, we're all one. You know, I'm definitely here for trans rights, for everybody's rights, for gay rights, everything. You know, so I'm definitely always in a position to use my voice when I can. for everybody. It's not just one side of the spectrum. But again, like I just said, it just transition is just something that you want to think about. It's definitely something that you want to sit down and really contemplate before you do it, because it's not all what it seems to be. It's not all cracked up, you know, the insecurity, the dysphoria, the hating certain parts of your body, that stuff that people don't talk about, the depression, you know, think about all of those things, because it's like, if you just think about this shit like as vanity and looking cute and pretty and, oh yeah, I'm just gonna wear heels and walk outside, it's just not for you. It's not for you. Definitely do your research. Do your research. Take your time. Be safe. All my girls out there, whoever supported me, I definitely love you. Y'all know I'll follow y'all back on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever it is. If you made a personal contact to contact me and we had a conversation, 10 times out of 10, then I've responded. Don't write me on Facebook. Facebook is like the worst place that you can ever write me. But definitely, you guys, you can hit up my Snapchat, Jalea London. You could hit up my Instagram, Jalea and Emily, and, you know, just write me stuff or reach out to me. I'll definitely try my best to respond back to you guys. And yeah, you guys, until the next video, I'll just leave it at there. I just felt like I just had to come and say that and just take my little spin on transitioning and just be real with you guys and just voice my opinion on that topic really quick. So again, you guys, until the next video, I love you guys so much and peace.